And we are back with Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Last time we left off, we have gotten a bell along basically the main path in the game. We barely made progress in the main path of the game, but that bell took us to kind of like a memory scenario instance in the past, like 3 years ago, and a memory that our main character doesn't have anymore, but seems also not to maybe be what actually happened, which is interesting. And yeah, like, they kind of kept it nebulous on whether it did happen and it's different, or we're altering time, or I can only assume some sort of magic shenanigans going on here, but it's an interesting way to do kind of like self-contained side missions with the rest of the world kind of being more open. And yeah, in said side scenario, we got to what appears to be the boss of that area, which will be our first boss that we're fighting, and we died to them. Pretty thoroughly, I might add. So, yeah, we're going to try and not die to him this time around. We're going to try to actually make some progress there. We did, at the very end of the last video, we did receive some guidance of that we got skills unlocked, so those are now available to us, which is nice. We also basically redeemed 2 things for 2 more ninja tools, which we did a few attempts at the boss basically there, but, you know, mixed success, I would say. We really just got to get parrying down a bit more. And right before starting this recording, I did note that there is a comment on video 1. I'm recording this before video 2 is live, so a bit of a lag there between me kind of like taking reception on play tips there. But according to the comment in the first video, I do not need to worry about, like, stealth versus killing everybody changing an ending or whatnot. So, if something is targetable, it's killable without any concerns that, like... Oh, that's the wrong button. First combat of the day as I try to remember how to play. You know, I guess that's fine. Alright. Okay, we're going to try basically and practice our killing dude technique. There we are. Trying to get to the archer. Good. We're kind of using these guys as a bit of a practice training here. It is definitely hard to take multiple dudes out at once, but there are ways to kind of like slowly make progress here. And we do get skill points for practicing. Man, gotta get used to... Okay. Didn't quite get to try there, but I think, from the brief look of it, that if we do hold, like, move over on the, Good. Okay. Well, that was pretty... Well, I wouldn't call that clean, per se. We did use up a lot of stuff there, but it was a successful clear on all these guys here. Okay, let's drink. I'm actually going to retreat back to the Buddha statue. Like, we can probably do that way cleaner. The big issue is trying to parry, like, large groups at once, but I think that's kind of the balance you have to kind of do in this game of, like, killing any enemy is fine, so no penalty there, but you still want to do stealth to try and, like... Dang it. I keep on mixing up my stealth and lock-on button. But you do want to use stealth... Oopsie, no, get back on there. To try and do engagements on your own terms, as it were. Okay, so some of the stealth upgrades seem to be a bit working. There we go. Alright, I'll say it's like there's a dude over that way. We try to use terrain to our advantage here. Okay, not bad, not bad. Okay, come on. Good. There we are. So far, some good training. I do like how basically getting locked into a cinematic kill gives a bit of invincibility during it. Oh, okay. I thought there's only the one dude alive. Thankfully, that dude whiffed his swing. There. Okay. Could have been cleaner, but overall I would call that pretty successful. Alright, now let's try to take down these guys over here. Like a big key to clearing this game is gonna kind of like learning the rules, as it were. There we are. And then, yeah, we'll engage this guy over here. Like, I think ultimately trying to keep the samurai man alive is in our best interests. So yeah, let's try to basically control who we're encountering, when, where, how. Okay, we're able to take out that guy. A bit sloppy on my part. Okay, big guy up there. Okay, we gotta be careful of potential archers. There we go. Okay, not too shocking, a big guy actually sitting here, but I think we can use that to our advantage. Okay, good. Alright. Now we can try parrying big guy here. Oh, nope. We got a parry sword swings, I think. We're gonna drink. Okay. great, but manageable. Try to get some posture back here. Yeah, I should have tried to go for a bit more there. Okay. Sir, don't even try. Alright, let's go over here again. Okay. This is fine. Run away. Okay. Busting out the homeward idol. So hoovering up what money we can. Last commune idol. It is tense when you can't really see around you as it's like teleporting away. So I did choose last. Alright, cool. It's like, I did choose the last commune idol, right? Alright, and I did. Good. Okay. So try again as we kind of learn our lessons here. I'd prefer to take down. I mean, I was honestly hoping for this dude over here. Okay, not bad. Alright, who are we dealing with here? Alright. Oof. Great. Yeah, I really should just be parrying more. Oof. Okay, let them wander away. Wander away. Alright, screw it. Yeah, let's go back to our safe corner here. And then, homeward idle. Don't think we're being followed. It did sound like they were probably trying to swing at me through the wall. Yeah, I'm trying to basically figure out the correct balance between being swift and stealthy. Alright, commune. Acquire skills, because we have 3 now, which we were looking at. Yeah, we can basically reduce sound heard, which I think we'll go for that one. Wait, actually, hold on. Looks like we can now view what the weird ultimate skill for this particular area is. Shadow Rush. Acquire the combat art Shadow Rush, the secret technique of the Shinobi style devised by the great Shinobi himself. Unleash a long-range, powerful thrust, then use the impaled opponent as a platform to vault into the skies. Be as an owl on the hunt and take to the skies after stabbing your prey. Spirit emblems are consumed when leaping. Okay. So LNR at the same time. And then hold to perform it with extended range. I am a bit curious, did we end up getting... No, okay, so we don't have the run and slide quite yet, but that's probably going to be the next one I go for. Don't think we need mid-air deflection. Yeah, should be okay. Then get our gourd at the ready. And yeah, so if we hold left or right, it will auto go to the gourd. So similar to the Souls games, basically, of if we held up, I want to say it was, it would go to the healing flask. Dang it. I gotta say, the targeting is a bit of a mixed bag when you're kind of surrounded there. Ah, got hit by an arrow. I was wondering what that was. Drink. Yeah, it does definitely feel like we should probably learn to get the spinning slash for crowds of enemies. Although, the retreating lunge stab kind of works for just getting through their health, but it's not great training for repairing, though. Guess we'll just drink again here. I do like them kind of using underhanded techniques there. Really gotta get better at the multi-hit pairing, though. Okay, is that really everybody? I thought generally there's more people. Oh, there we are. I figured taking him down is at least more skill points, so... like how the dead bodies of all his comrades do not give him any cause for alarm. Alright, we're gonna try again on the big guy here. Or at least try to see what we can do. So yet again, sneak over here. Guy out here is trying to call for help. Then we'll take down one of the shield guys and try to take out as many of the other guys as we can. And then maybe recruit the samurai? Alright, into here. Time to go for the archers, who probably never moved from their position. Yep. And then back up over here. Works with me. So I wonder if the big guy himself can... Okay, so we can restart. So in theory... we should be able to just completely take down one of his bars. There we go. I mean, we know that de-aggroing him is a possibility. It definitely seems to know where we are, though. As far as I'm concerned, a win is a win if we can actually, like, do this. But I'm also kind of curious, so if he does de-aggro, does he get his health back or no? Like, I'm wondering if right now if he actually has lost sight of me, because he's breathing over there. Okay, there we go. So, oh, nope, there we go. Okay, so he does get his bar back. There we go. Yep. Way to whiff that, my good sir. Unrefined sake. A bottle of cloudy, unrefined sake. Sake is a drink meant for sharing. This cloudy sake is one of Isshin Ashina's favorites. It's a rich, full-bodied flavor. On the other hand, it has a reputation for getting one too drunk too quickly. Prayer bead. A loose prayer bead, offering 4. Okay, yep. Currently have 2 in our possession. Okay. I guess. It is true, he was actually guarding the way forward. I kind of assumed he was the boss, but I mean, he didn't have kind of the grandiose that a lot of these bosses tend to have. We are, out of gourd. But I see a Buddha statue. Just concerned, because I hear walking. We'll see. But first, gonna commune. And you know what? Because I don't trust this place, we're gonna restock our gourd.
わしは恐ろしきものを見た。湧き出てくるのじゃ。次から次へと。止め殿、止め殿。若様、若様がお屋敷の奥に。わしのせがれが、伊之助が向かったゆえ無事と思うが。はぐれ忍びよ、念のためじゃ。お主も若様をお救いに行っておくれ。
Okay, so the lady who gave us the bell that had us enter this vision to begin with.
恐ろしい。湧き出て止まらぬ。若様がお屋敷の奥におられる。はぐれ忍びよ、若様をお救いしてくれ。
Okay, it keeps pouring out, so something tells me that that's probably the actual boss. Okay, Balloon of Soul. Acquire more resurrective power for a short period of time, so... Yeah, if one pops the Sekiro pink balloon. So it's basically the same as the other... In Souls games, coins, but now... balloons filled with water in this game. Item. I am curious, though, about the... Not stomping, but we hear footsteps, so... Now, a big question is, are the footsteps coming from above? And okay, so the regular dudes respawn, but not the big dude. Oop, okay. There we go. Okay, some more pellet, excellent. Dousing powder, excellent. I do find it a bit weird, though, that they keep on showing the full item description, like, every time. I remember way back in the day, the Zelda game Skyward Sword doing that. So, more oil. It was always a bit strange, where it's like, most other Zelda games are just like, once you kind of get the first item, they don't bother showing you a description every time. Or at least as was my memory at the time of playing Skyward Sword. I think I remember mentioning that to someone, and they're like, what are you talking about? It's always done this. And I'm like, has it? Okay. Guess only one path forward. Whoop. Seriously? There we go.
Sonata, 若様のこの先へ行くのはやめておけ。恐ろしき剣術よ。種ならしがなければ破れぬぞ。これを わずかだがそなたに託そう。
Snapseed. 4 mort seeds that make loud noise if you snap them. Useful for breaking the effect of illusion techniques. If an illusion occurs, it is because someone created it. To crush the phantoms and return to reality, one must defeat the creator of the illusion. Snap seeds can be of great help in that regard. So, are those single-use items, though? Yeah, okay, looks like single-use items, so, like... It's a good thing and not a good thing at the same time. I guess we can get rid of the ceramic shard.
種ならしがなければあの幻術は破れぬぞ。森役の務めと勇んでみたがこのざまよ。平田はしまいじゃ。母だけでも逃がさねば。
Okay. So assumedly he does survive and goes on to be the present. Shift the Tommy aside. I'm getting very strong boss arena vibes here. Most likely they use an illusion, given that the item that we just got locked. What? Alright, Remnant, what did they say? Avoid apparition. Yes? I'm going to assume he used a snapseed. Nope, still locked. Okay. Well, I probably wasted that. Was I supposed to get a key somewhere? Wonder if the guy could give me more snap seeds? No, but not great then to have used it up. Come on, give me something good to go with. Come on, man. Yeah, so where's the key? Dang it. Huh. Okay, I must have missed something then. Do gotta get better at hovering up that money. Can't really, like, pop outside. You have the key. Oh. But okay, so we can destroy some of these walls, so maybe it's hiding behind a wall. Destroying the young lord's mansion. I feel like it has to be somewhere here, unless we've missed it. What about you, Remnant? Interesting. Okay, so that's very good to know. So you have your traditional ninja flip walls. Cool. Balloon of Wealth. My coin purse. And ideally, this can take me to wherever this key that I need is. Divine Confetti. Yeah, okay, so that's when we can attack apparition-type enemies, because that's not the first time we got that. Okay, so no activation there. Come on, what's in the chest? Is that good? Prayer bead! We got 3 now, okay. That's the flip wall. Okay, now that's solid. Already tried hugging that wall, unless... Wait. I wonder if he comes through the wall. Maybe this is flippable through the other way. It's not appearing to be the case. I'll give it another hug of the wall here. Okay, so not that. I keep wondering if maybe the door itself is not an illusion down below. Do like the suddenly renewing ragdoll effect over there. Yeah, we can try basically hugging these walls, but if I had to take a guess, most flip walls will have like a scroll or something to indicate them being flippable. Yeah, all these are pretty solid. Okay, for a brief second I thought the crushed walls were on top of her, but they're not. That's good. Ah. There has to be some sort of secret here, though. Or, not secret treasure, but I mean, like, method for actually getting inside. Although, now think about it, what was that sucker that I got from the big guy? Yeah, that's a skill menu. Acquired abilities can be viewed in the skill menu. Categories can be selected through L2 through R2. Combat arts can be equipped through the equipment menu. Okay. Okay, so these are the ones that we already have. That's quick items, key items. A sword, a prosthetic. Yeah, this is basically the young lord's bell. Bell charm received from an old woman who asked it be offered to a Buddha. Bell charms protect their holders through the Buddha's divine protection. If one finds themselves the owner of another spell charm, offering it to the Buddha on their behalf is common. Okay, so we already read that before. Interesting. So we have the unrefined socket that we got from the dude, but I'm noticing it's 1 out of 99, as opposed to these which are 1 out of 1. So this is a repeatable thing that we get, which is most likely a currency then. Yeah, similar to the treasure carp scale. Okay. Nope, can't bust through that. I thought it would have collision, but it did not. Okay. Yep, nothing hidden here. I wonder if I need to come back to the vision later, but like, it really felt like there was a build-up going on here. The only other thing I can think of would be maybe this is another way to get into the mansion, but... yeah, locked. Okay. Strange. I can't remember if we looked at both remnants or not. One rating, sure. Alright, we're gonna follow this guy for a bit. Oh. Wonder who was swinging at. And his door is just open. Okay. I can't tell if more and more of these things are spawning or not. Do any of them actually have a proper name? No. All the more kind of reinforcing this is probably a boss down below, but... Yeah, Void Apparition. Without a key, we can't get in. Although the strange part is, it's locked, but it also doesn't mention that there is, like, a key item. But sometimes games do that, though. And I guess we'll commune with the Sculptor Idol here. We do have 2 points. See, no. Although, technically, actually, maybe yes, because we were looking at that earlier. I was also eyeing this. We do have 2 skill points, so we could get both. At some point, we're going to want the mid-air prosthetic tool. Yeah, probably some of these, because even just buying one of these, I'd like to see what these are, including the ultimate technique. I am a bit confused on still how to do this, though. R1 during grappling hook movement. Grappling hook movement, yeah. Use the forward momentum of your landing to perform a powerful sword attack. Did I misread this then? Use the grappling hook to launch oneself at an enemy. Because I interpreted this as, like, hooking to the enemy and then kind of yanking yourself over, Spider-Man style, but I think I might have misread that. It looks more... Oh, it looks different. We'll see. Ah, right. Here we go. Okay, so attack during a grappling hook movement. Okay. And yeah, I guess basically let's go with Whirlwind Slash, because we have been surrounded a couple of times by enemies, so this could be good for just a get away from me attack. And that's a mid-air deflection, which... That's another one of those ones that we should get eventually. But I think the run and slide might be best. Cool. And all these are ones that we saw before. Recovering vitality after performing a successful death blow is also going to be pretty good. We're going to want that at some point. Oh, enhanced physical. Oh yeah, we don't have enough prayer beads for that. One more, though. Combat arts. Combat arts are special skills based on the strengths of the fighting style they belong to. They must be equipped in the equipment menu to be used and can be learned through the skill menu or found in special esoteric texts. Okay, so R1 while holding L1. Okay, so basically block and then do that is how you do those. Equipment menu, combat arts can now be equipped in the equipment menu. Only one combat art can be equipped at a time. Okay, so we only got the one, which is our Whirlwind Slash. Let's do this away from the crying old lady. Okay. They don't take up any currency either, which is pretty nice. Okay, also interesting that you can kind of see like a little like vent there to actually see the other room. Yeah, but I do wonder now if I was supposed to be here or not, though. Because we're not finding a key to get... Oh, here we are. Oh, wait. This tatami mat is suspicious, because that's the same style as the one that we got down below in. I mean, it could just be a coincidence, since we're not seeing any interactable, like, interface here, but... I mean, I wonder. I guess we might want to just turn back and... I can't tell if I was always leaving behind these, like, city footprints or not. They must have just taken a quick glance at this wall in case we see anything special, but not seeing anything special. Yeah, okay, maybe we should teleport back to where we encountered that first Shinobi Hunter and try to deplete the rest of the map of stuff, because that's probably where maybe the key is hiding. So, okay, we'll do a travel. Okay, not the main hall. Okay, so that's the main game. That's basically the dilapidated temple. I think the estate path is probably what we're looking for here. And now that we know that basically we can kind of kill small fry as we please, basically. It's like, okay, there's... Dang it. This little ledge here always gets me. We can probably try to, like, just get through this much, much quicker. I mean, we're already kind of doing it previously, but now we have a lot more things to kind of take care of. We have, you know, better stealth, we have better tools. I think overall we're in a much more comfortable position for taking down the Shinobi Hunter than before. I was hoping that they wouldn't quite interfere, but they did. Okay. I was really hoping on avoiding anything there, but that's fine. Alright, now this is fine for trying to reset stuff, as it were. Now let's get on that branch. Alright, back into the water. Can't seem to grapple up there. Can't tell if those guys are backing up while looking at this direction or not. Okay. The alert state is going down. Good, good. Wish it would... There we go. They've turned around. True to their name, the Shinobi Hunters are quite strong. Feeling my way a bit backwards here. Okay, good, good. Ah, okay. The mist gate went away. Oh no, there it goes, okay. Never mind. I wonder if they have, like, super sensitive hearing or whatnot. Come on, turn around. thought basically I did the hop up, stomp down thing on them. Alright. Let's run away to try all this stuff again here. As in, let's basically teleport back to the statue. I do wonder sometimes if I'm kind of doing this incorrect, though, regarding, like, maybe what I should be doing is stealth take down 1 health, die, wait for them to walk away a bit further, resurrect, stab again. Like, I wonder if that's meant to be, like, a strong, like, that's the strategy for these guys. I'd figure not, because, like, I feel like, you know, I should just get better at fighting them. But, you know, it's like... I mean, maybe it's a path to exist as, like, you know, the easy mode, as it were. As much as these games even have easy modes. Okay, try to go over here. I wonder if I can take care of the Axeman first, as crazy as that sounds. Actually. Yeah, that should be doable. There we go. That is a much better combination of things. Go. Okay, not quite the strat there. And in theory... Okay, so using wood... Alright, that works. Then grab the gold from over here. I do wonder if I should invest a lot of the gold just in buying more of the talisman stuff. Okay, so that's a thing. Ah, dang it. Okay, this should... Whoa! I was doing the hovering, okay. Or the hoovering, I should say. The vacuuming. Okay, I should probably... I don't know. The drink or not the drink? That's kind of the question. Of course, the archer is still going at it. Oh. I'd like to try and get, like, both these guys at once here. Definitely need a drink. Oh, wrong one, wrong button. Okay, I'd like to stop targeting. There we go. Drink. Where's the other guy? Okay, there's a Shinobi Hunter. I do not like... Here we go. There we go. Yeah, you coming down? Okay, that didn't quite work out. I'm a bit curious, because we've kind of cleared out the path for the most part. Let's try to reset him a bit here. Okay. We have a resurrect, so I want to try the previously mentioned idea of... No. I mean, it says that he doesn't know where we are. Yeah, I want to try that previously mentioned idea of assassinating, dying, assassinating. Ugh, snap, okay, that didn't quite work. And okay, it's immediately aware of my existence. Okay. Good to know, good to know. Again, this is all part of our training here. Let's get on to this branch. Back to the last commute idol. And double checking. How are we on time? Okay, we're doing pretty good here. I really wish I knew where the key was. I mean, like, took down the big guy, although with help from the samurai man, because the fact it wasn't via parroting, it kind of feels like I did it incorrectly. Which, I mean, more likely than not, if I had to decide which one is how it, you know, it was in the end. Okay, nope. I do wish the targeting locking is so required for the stealth kills, but it's so sloppy too. I really wish that part was a bit better, but I get that's a very difficult system to get right, so... Okay, go for... Nope, that guy. Cool. Alright, can I not? Okay, so I can't hug that one over there. We can at least try to sneak up on this guy. So... Oh, dang it. Huh. Okay. So it doesn't always burn their shield. Interesting. Gamma. Okay. I mean, I did ask for that. So in hindsight, I can just kind of block to try and learn, because that's what I'm still kind of curious about. Actually, yeah, okay, now that didn't do much. Okay, drink. Yeah, now what if I... Nope, okay. Alright, back to the idol, I guess. So good to know that basically the flame thing isn't... I don't know, like, I wonder why sometimes the shield combusted and sometimes it doesn't. If I had to make a hypothesis, it's probably that, like, it has a burn gauge meter, and only when it fills does it light on fire, so similar to me. Okay, let's go ahead and try to purchase some more emblems here. We'll do 25. Now the question is, do we want to acquire any skills? Because we do have a few more. There's mid-air deflection. Got both of those. I am a bit curious about this. But that's only when they're already posture broken, though. Already got suppressed sound. I mean, that one's nice to have, though we need that one first anyway. That one could be good with the loaded shuriken. Well, maybe. Saving up for the medicine could also be nice. Alright, I think no matter what, basically the key play there is the saving. Okay, let's get the healing gourd ready. I do also feel maybe I should be using the regular items a bit more, since I know a lot of stealth games that tend to be pretty key to the best completions. Oh, no, 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 no. We got the entire estate kind of after us over there. And just kind of screw that. Ouch, 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 ouch. Okay, good, good. They're drinking again. Shinobi Hunter man basically is definitely a bit quick. There we go. Alright, this is going horribly, horribly wrong right now. I think a retreat is in order. Okay. Yet again, last commune idol. This is still kind of us learning the ropes in video 3. But it's fine, we're getting into a bit of a flow, which I am enjoying that part. I think I do need to be blocking straight up more often to learn enemy attack patterns and then get into parrying. The shield guys are annoying, but I mean, that's, you know. In what game are shield guys not annoying? They're usually meant to be puzzles, but they're not always implemented the best because, like, sometimes the puzzle itself's just a bit, you know, like, they take too long between. I didn't notice that guy over there is an archer. God. Screw you guys. Back to the idol. Redoing that. Alright, rest. Okay, good. Okay. Man, I really wish I knew where this key was to get into that room, but I guess until I kind of prove myself that I actually know what I'm doing here. You know what? Whatever. Whatever. Just like... Again, my... Oop, nope. Alright, here we go. Yeah, my biggest probably complaint about the game so far is just the lock-on. It's both so pivotal, but it's so finicky. Good. We have a lot of oil now, too. In theory. Like, if we use the oil, does he just, like, chuck it at enemies? And I guess experimentation is, you know, how you get somewhere. Alright. I guess it's just gonna burn. What if I throw... Okay, never mind. I mean, I doubt firecrackers. Doubt shurikens. It's really hard to get, like, to both bait and attack and also react in time. Come on. Yeah, kind of saw that coming. Drink. I gotta say, not too impressed with the oil. And I should have tried to go behind him. Okay. Although if we're gonna do that, we should do it somewhere safer. Don't think they can get over here. I feel like there has to be a way around them. That's why I was looking at the jump over thing, because in most games with guys with shield, it's kind of the shtick you can kind of do to kind of keep combat more flowy with them. Where it's like I have to do it basically like, you know, hit, jump, and then you kind of flip over them and start hitting them, but not in this one. I mean, the secret could just be to, like, run away from them constantly. I hate that guy so much, where he's placed and everything. Alright, alright. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, whatever. Screw all of you, I don't care. Okay. Good. Alright, now we'll go this way for a bit. And up here. Over here. Oh. Alright. Back up. There we go. Then we can loop back around to them after we've kind of like done a few things here. I do wonder if at some point I'll unlock kind of like double takedown if two guys are close to each other. Because those guys are close to each other. But we know there's more over here since last time we fought them. Here we go. Okay. Oh. Okay. Now we'll cycle on back to the other dudes down the river. My only problem with my current strategy here... Ooh. Really? The shield guys are only going away now? Okay. What? Go. Oh man, that didn't quite work out. Oh, alright, that's that guy. Oopsie, did not mean to jump in the river, but, you know, that kind of works out. Gotta try and take care of that axe man. Okay, we can't use items in mid-air. Just waiting right there, alright. Okay. Now that this is all nice out in the open here. Oof. Okay. Yep, now that's an instant alert. Alright, you can't jump that. Yeah, this time actually I wanted to die, because I want to see basically what happens, because we've been holding off on that. I'd imagine we just go back to the statue, but... Okay, here we go. Loss upon death. Experience toward the next skill point and current sen in hand are halved upon death. Everything lost is gone for good. There are no means to escape this loss. However, through the grace of the gods or Buddha, it may not be impossible. Okay. So we lost some skill points. We did lose money, which that basically looks to be the more painful thing. But I mean, it's painful, question mark, in that, like, we haven't really been using it. But, I mean, we bought basically that one ninja prosthetic with it, so I imagine there are going to be items where it's like, you want this item? Then you really gotta spend a lot. Okay, come on. Wait. Why? Oh, boy. Okay. Leave me alone, monk man. What I really want is Axeman. Okay, there we go. At least... Alright, that was a bit better. There we are. Alright. Yep, alright. River we go. Okay, now basically to practice on these guys over here. Come on. Where are you? There we go. Okay, thankfully these guys are also pretty easy setup, but it's like, gotta know that the archer is there first. Okay, collect some of that. Okay, good. If you kill them fast enough, even if they're not like alert, then it still gives you time. Alright, I think we got a drink here. And okay, that triggered both the guys that were over here. It's a bit of a shame that we used up some of our health, but... boy, I still wonder about using pellets, so I feel like pellets are worth more than just training. can. Seriously? There we go. I'm glad that doesn't give away our position there. Dang it. Kind of curious. There's different kind of techniques for dealing with him. Yep, no, alright. Okay, resurrect, run. I mean, the burn did pretty good health damage to him, but again, it's like, I feel like a lot of this stuff comes down to parrying. My worst soul subject. I do want to confirm something over here, though, real quick. I think... Oh, that guy's just ragdolling. If I recall correctly, down this way was another Shinobi Hunter. Looks like. So, what we'll try doing here... Okay, Homeward Idol, Last Commune Idol. We're gonna zoom through all the guys and go back this direction and kind of practice on this Shinobi Hunter. Since we can kind of just like run past everyone for the most part. Alright, Commune. Acquire skills, because we do have 2 skill points now. I'm trying to recall which one I was kind of aiming for. Probably Emma's medicine is the best, so let's keep saving. Okay, get the healing gourd back out. I also still wonder if I'm supposed to beat this before proceeding with the main game, because that's kind of the vibe I got. Because, I mean, we are unlocking more things here, but it does also feel a bit like... maybe... not? Just because these guys annoy me. That is my main reason for taking his life. Okay, up here, up over there. Alright, let's train on this guy here. We're going to want him to turn around, obviously, because he probably has 2 health bars. Wow, he comes up pretty high up the mountain path here. I wonder if actually if he okay, he does turn around. Okay, so he's not a normal Shinobi Hunter. He's part of some militant monks, it looks like. impressive. Okay. I am a bit curious about what the items are he's guarding here. Pellet. Balloon of soul. Okay. Dang it. Boy. Resurrect and run. I don't know how far this guy will chase me, but... Okay, cool. Last commune idol. Oh boy, definitely a school of hard knocks, but we kind of expected this going into the game. Part of me wants to, like, fight all the dudes going in to kind of, like, better practice. But that's also not realistic to how the game... Like, the game is equal parts stealth and action. And trying to find that right balance is kind of, like, important. Whatever. Friggin' the ability to tell if it will actually let me, kill someone there or not. It definitely seems you need a lot more, like, forward movement. Gather that money up. Cool. And if anything, this brings back memories to the skeletons of the Storm Island in Demon Souls. It's like difficult but good training, though. The classic school of if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a dodgeball. Like, okay. Every time with that one. Yeah, I need to drink. Yeah. Alright, run the opposite direction. To the tree. Part of me does wonder about going back to the main game to get more stuff, but I feel like this is supposed to be the tutorial area, or tutorial scenario. Definitely basically like, you know, room for expansion, as it were. And I mean, all the basic bandit guys are pretty small fry compared to the soldiers. Seemingly. I mean, I guess the main game soldiers were also pretty, you know, not exactly the best of the best. Whatever. That poor guy, every time. I'm just like, you in particular, you die. Now let's get the healing word ready. I do wonder what's at the end of this ravine in hindsight. Okay, so that's basically what... Well, it's open. Okay, but can't get in, alright. Okay, up over here. Alright, take out this guy here. Part of me wants to kill that guy just to get kind of the coin cred skill point up. Because we technically basically gained a skill point after killing this guy last time, but I don't know if he just gave a lot or not. But the more skills we get, the easier things should be. There we go. Okay, plus 78, whatever. And the problem is they have so much health, there's not a lot of room for practice, as it were. Okay. Yeah. Just gonna camp my body. All right. I do kind of like the whole resurrect mechanic. It feels very much like the ninja playing possum. It's like, I'm totally dead, blarg, you got me. I am debating. Okay. We're technically at time for today. But I do just keep wondering if there's like something we're missing here. Okay, all the dudes. I mean, we kind of took most of that stuff. That was the initial way we got up the path. Hello, guy who's seeing me slowly. You know what? I can gladly kill you if you want. Yeah, I'm debating basically whether we want to go back to the main game or try and figure out this. And getting a bit of practice in while I kind of consider my options. Yeah, there's that arrow guy. So yeah, I feel like basically one thing I need to be doing more often is blocking. That's also going to be a bit of a tricky thing to do now for, let's gather this. Take that guy down. Take this guy down. Take that guy down. Take our favorite guy down. There we go, okay. Yeah. I'd prefer to basically try and get that guy from the back, but... Come on. Okay. We'll just kind of run along a bit here. So that guy's already aggroed. Yeah, it's a bit too hot here. Let's go to our favorite monk training ground area. Because I can. Okay, we almost have basically enough skill points for getting the better medicine, which, speaking of... I can't tell if that was a full heal or a almost full heal. Alright. Wait for that Mr. Monk to come up here, then we'll go after the Mr. Monk down there. I mean, like, whenever the reds show up... I'm trying to recall now basically the red flashes, because, like, there's a side sweep and there's a pierce forward. Okay, I should stop right around there. But yeah, I don't think we can block any of the red flashes if I'm remembering correctly. But I might be mixing it up because again there's like the two different red slashes, so basically is it a pierce or a side sweep? Okay, cool. So how viable... That one I kind of figured because I recognized it for what it was, but... Yep, there we are, okay. This guy guarding over my body. Alright, let's run back over here. We have our 4 points, so we can at least upgrade in medicine. Okay, we'll also go back to the dilapidated temple for now, right now. Okay, I'm debating basically if I should be here, like should I just have better stats? But I get the vibe that no. I get the vibe I just need to be better. I guess one thing I could do for future recordings is maybe basically I could try to get some practice in between recordings to like try to avoid any actual progress and just kind of like practice out the fundamentals. Which maybe I'll do that. Because I feel bad basically dragging things out in recording wise, but like You know, sometimes you gotta get the practice in to actually learn things a bit better. Okay, let's go ahead and acquire that medicine skill. And then, okay, so Emma's Medicine Aroma for the next level. Acquire latent skill, Emma's Medicine Aroma. Increases the healing effects of recovery items. Emma taught this technique to the sculptor long ago. Savoring and memorizing the aroma, it will enhance its effects. Be warned that the medicine still smells just as bad. Nightjar/Reversal. Nightjar/Reversal perform a spinning leap attack that can quickly close with or create distance from foes. This technique allows one to decide which direction to rotate in when performing Nightjar Slash. Making use of both directions, this makes this both an offensive and a defensive skill. Projected Force. Oh, interesting. After using certain prosthetic tools, allows one to draw the power of that tool into the sword and release it in a forward direction. This specific attack changes depending on the tool used. Applicable prosthetic tools, ? Acquired latent art, Sculptor's Karma Scars. Increase the max number of spirit emblems that can be held. Spirit emblems are manifestations of regret. Okay, that one basically... Okay, no, okay. Those regretful of their vile actions are haunted by many spirit emblems. The prosthetic's many small cuts and scars are proof of the countless deaths it's caused. And then Sculptor's Karma Blood. Okay, so both of these are exact same thing, which are also the exact same thing as a Shinobi's Karma Mind. Okay. Does also make me wonder about what the last level is, but okay. I'm trying to think of all these like skills we're getting, if any are more obvious than not of being extra good. I do want to we'll close things out here with another round with our favorite zombie man. Alright, no new scenarios. We'll do applied. I do wish you could kind of set how many death flashes you need. Yeah, man. Okay. I want to be a bit more elegant in my techniques here. Okay. Come on. Okay, definitely seems that, like, when trying to do a follow-up attack, you only go for the one and then go back to defense. And gotta be careful about when to follow up that follow-up attack with. I also need to get better at these things, where it's like, it's so far in advance the warning that it's a bit hard to kind of like feel things out properly. Okay. We'll do one more free combat. One more. One more for the road. Okay, so you can actually parry non-sword attacks. And that basically was a side sweep, so I should have jumped. Need to ingrain some of this into my brain. That's a side sweep. One interesting thing about the game is that the enemies being actually proportionally sized, like, they don't have the exaggerated tills you sometimes get in the other Souls games, where it's like, a giant knight, so you can definitely tell when something's about to occur. Okay, that was a Pierce. Okay, didn't follow that up properly. Yet again. Oh yeah, I keep remembering, it's not kick off the head, it's like bounce up. Okay, that didn't work out. That was a bit sloppy, but worked, I think. Yep. Okay. I do wonder if I should just spend all my money on spirit charm things as ammo. Okay, there has to be a cap to these things anyway, right? Go just by the full 208. and then basically like grind some out. I'm tempted. But let's not for right now. Let's go ahead and actually wrap things up here for today. Not quite as much progress as I'd like, but we did take down the big drunk guy, and then we found a locked door that definitely has I have a boss behind me vibes that teaches illusion stuff, which I feel like we should take that down before progressing, but I'm not totally certain. So I'm kind of weighing my options there. And yeah, I do wonder if I should try to record me taking down the Shinobi Hunter monks, or just do the offline and like train that out in green. But I feel like actually getting that recorded would be for the best. Maybe I'll do like a bonus episode of the Saturday Sunday of just like, alright, more training, more getting used to it, because I mean, we are getting points, we are unlocking skills. Skills make things, in theory, easier. And yeah, like I said, I think I need to get into the habit of just blocking a lot more often, and then even kind of like spam blocking. Because even basically fighting the guy just now, that seemed to be a bit more viable than you would imagine for quote-unquote parrying. But I do want to get better at actual parrying, but in theory though, doing this in even the Souls games might have been a bit more helpful for me actually getting parries down, which I never did. Even though the only one left now is Elden Ring after this one, so... And I heard Elden Ring is probably the easiest, which wouldn't surprise me at all because it's kind of the evolution, the peak of the mountain, as it were. But yeah, we'll have to kind of take things step by step, as it were. But alright, until next time, later.